Hi, guys. First of all, thank you to all of you who have joined your journey in this physical reality with me. I appreciate you. I know many of you have just joined this video email list this week, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to provide massive, awesome free content for you every week, so you're getting massive value. So please give me feedback. Let me know what I can do better. I'm here to help. So in today's video, first of all, I'm going to be talking about being vulnerable. Then I'll give you an update on Morgan. I'll talk to you about shifting your mindset. And I'll give you an update on events that I've recently done, events that are coming up. And then I'll give you an update on India. So let's talk about being vulnerable. First of all, I am really grateful that Lizette Zayas has included me in her powerful picture book called Stories of Passion from Around the World. It's not only pictures, though. Every author has included a vulnerable story about how they got to being successful. And so I'm going to be vulnerable here and tell you that in that story, I talk about how I went back to take a job in 2019 when this business was not covering my expenses. And I needed to make sure that my expenses were covered. So I went back and took a job. So I go into that and why sometimes it's good to move backward in order to move forward, and how everything with grace and ease, and to not have to really white knuckle things in order to make them work. And so when things work with grace and ease, that's what you want. So read the story, get Lizette's amazing, powerful Stories of Passion from Around the World. If you're watching this video from my email, just click on the link and get the book. I think there's maybe 30 different, maybe 40 different, I should count, number of powerful, successful stories in there. Pretty amazing. People from around the globe, from Europe, from South America, from North America, from Asia, really powerful, amazing stories. And one thing that in common is they were all vulnerable, and they talked about how it wasn't just all way up here, right? They had to go through some troughs in order to get to the peaks. So I'm really excited. Thank you, Lizette, for including me in your powerful book, Stories of Passion from Around the World. Another vulnerable story I shared in the 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use, my bestseller from 2019, when I talked about how I lost a huge amount of money investing in a separately managed account. The people who set up this account required me to put in $1 million in order for them to put in $10 million. And I was the first loss, which meant that for every 1% the fund lost, I would lose 10%. And of course, for every 1% the fund gained, I would gain 10%. But there was a 5% margin call, which meant that if the fund was down 5%, I was down 50, I had to put in more money, effectively another $500,000. And actually that did happen. And I decided not to put in more money. And so, yes, I lost over $500,000 in the separately managed account. I went through this story in detail without disclosing the full dollar amounts, but here you have it. It was a very painful few days there, and few weeks and months as I dealt with the doubt of, am I worthy of being a professional money manager? Another vulnerable story will come in my upcoming TEDx talk. If you guys want to get an advanced free recording of that, so there's only one condition though, you have to give me feedback on the TEDx talk before it goes live. I talk about my worst day managing money, when a company we were betting that was going to go down got acquired and was up 30% in one day, and how I felt that day. These have been major life lessons for me. I don't believe in mistakes. I just say there are life lessons, and there are powerful life lessons in your life. So I'd love to hear those from you. Some of your life lessons. What have you learned from these? And for me, it's all about, well, first of all, being vulnerable, but second of all, learning that from bad things come good things, and from terrible, awful things come amazing, great things. So what amazing, great things came from your struggles, came from your, from these issues that you may have had? Love to hear. And I'll be sharing more of my vulnerable stories in upcoming videos. Secondly, thank you everyone who gave your well wishes for Morgan. I am so grateful for you, and she is too. She's actually up on her feet again. She's walking, she's healing nicely, and we're hoping she'll be out and playing tennis again in the next 90 days. So thank you again for your well wishes. Also, it's not too late to sign up for my first major workshop, How to Shift Your Money Mindset. It's today. If you're watching this live, or if you're watching this from your email, it's June 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. There's still just a couple of spots left. There's 3 spots left. You can sign up by using the link below this video, or the link in your email. So thank you everybody for who's already signed up. And I know it's going to be a powerful, awesome workshop, shifting your mindset from wherever you are right now towards prosperity consciousness. So I want to talk to you about some recent events and some upcoming events besides the webinar. Thank you for everyone who attended SUNY Farmingdale Small Business Development Meeting. You guys were awesome. I know we had 89 people sign up, more than 30 people attended live. We talked about how to use your mindset to affect your bottom line. And I know it was powerful for you guys who attended. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you who attended Raven, the Talk Show Maven's profitable podcasting show, live last Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, also on Clubhouse. And I know some of you watched the recording last Friday as well on iHeartRadio. Raven's awesome. I'm going to be included in her upcoming book, a compendium book that'll be out in August. So thank you, Raven. If you're watching, I appreciate you. And tonight, big day today. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Joy Grayson is having me as the guest speaker on her I Don't Give an F community, speaking about, again, how to change your money beliefs, move them from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness. And there's more. Another upcoming event, Chaim Ohayon. He's an in-motion coach. He teaches how to change your mindset about relationships and health and career. So we're going to co-facilitate a 4-week workshop/webinar starting in mid-July, July 14th, Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. More details to follow next week. The cost is only going to be $222 for the 4 weeks of powerful mindset changing sessions. I know Chaim is an amazing coach, and I'm really excited to be partnering with him. So finally, I wanted to give you an update on India and how I got to go, because in exactly 6-7 months from now, I'll be there, and in Nepal as well. So here's the story, and I don't believe in coincidences, only synchronicity. So in November of 2019, I went to a Mike Dooley Soulpalooza conference where Teresa Baker Oakland was. Teresa told me that she was going to Egypt in just a couple of months. And I was like, oh my God, that's on my dream board. So when she got back, she told me all about it. She told me I needed to go. I was there and I started taking some action, putting some pictures on my vision board, making my screensaver pyramids and sphinx. And many of you know I got to Egypt in January of this year. And the woman who led the tour told me that her new husband is an Indian tour guide, and they are going to go to India in 2023, or even maybe in late 2022. Well, last week she confirmed that the trip is live, and she sent me the link, and I signed up. But wait, there's more. So I'm going through the checkout. You know, you go through the various stages, you put in your name and information, and then you get to the checkout where you actually have to pay. And the picture at the checkout was this picture of the Taj Mahal in the reflecting pool, and there, and with the woman in the blue dress, if you see her over my left or right shoulder, depending on which way you're looking. And yes, it was the exact same image I had grabbed from Google just 3.5 years ago. She had grabbed the same picture. Synchronicities, I don't believe in coincidences. So that's the story about India. I'll be providing some live content from there in just 7 months, in less than 7 months now. And I'm really excited. I hope you are too. It's going to be another spiritual journey and life-changing experience. So anyone want to be included in next week's video, send me a few sentences about you and your business, and I will include you in next week's video, next week's email. So thanks for watching. I believe in you.